plenty looking forward to seeing this. A capacity crowd here.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
So that's got things underway. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, the centre of midfield, Peter, is where battles are won and lost. So I see Rodri as a player who can dominate his midfield position. He's excellent at winning and recycling the ball, as well as passing it all over the pitch. I see him as someone who's very well suited now even to those highest tempo games.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. And here's Palmer, out to the right. James, oh what a climb! Couldn't quite control it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Stones gently done. Haaland. Kovacic. Lewis. Now it's Foden. Lovely, now then. And here's a chance! An early chance there, first of the game.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Now it's João Pedro. Ruben Diaz wins the duel this time. Pedro Neto. James. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Has a shot. Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
And it's played forward. Haaland. Foden. Kovacic. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. And here's Haaland. Chalobah getting this one clear.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Time, excellent interception. Rodri. Stones. Nouri. And it's Palmer. Nice looking ball. And the keeper has it. Nouri. That's really well manoeuvred. And here's Savinho. Aim forwards. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Bernardo Silva takes a shot! He's scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
High quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second. I doubt very much that this was in the script. Colwill. Caicedo. Palmer. Colwill. Moved on forwards. Lewis cuts out the pass. Donnarumma. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Caicedo. Palmer. Pedro Neto. Here's a chance! Nuri. Aim forwards. Savinho. Savinho going full steam ahead down the left flank. Savinho's cross. And he's heaved it away. Tries to get it clear. Caicedo. Caicedo, gently done. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Stones. Ruben Dias. Lewis. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Colwill. Garnacho. Can he latch on to this? He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Clearly not happy with that. Stones. And it's played forward.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Now it's Pedro Neto. And the pass is intercepted. Rodri. Foden. Kovacic. Lewis shifted upfield. João Pedro. Pedro Neto. Palmer. In by James. Defending of the desperate variety. And that has been clubbed away. That's tidy. Garnacho tries a cross. And that's been won straight back. And here's Palmer. Played back in. And it's Caicedo. Out to the left it goes. Garnacho. Great chance! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Calmly anticipates. Fernandez. Caicedo. Chalobah. Chalobah forwards and with intent. And it's gone back to the keeper. That's really well manoeuvred. Lewis. Lewis shifted upfield. And that is as far as they're going to go. Strong running down that left flank. Caicedo. Garnacho. Caicedo. No way through, so goes for a shot! Caicedo gets flagged offside. Keeper's got good distance on that. Chalobah cuts it out. It'll be a throw-in. And here's Savinho. Swings in across. And that has been cleared. It's a pretty loose pass. Colwell. Cucurella. Palmer. Chalobah. Cucurella. Garnacho. Now it's Pedro. Pedro Neto. Fernandez. Palmer played out towards the right wing. And it's hoisted clear. Oh, that's neat. Pedro Neto. And that's been well dealt with. Haaland. Chance here to counter. Bernardo Silva, who's set up one goal so far. Caicedo. Lewis gets across to intercept that. Haaland. And it's been played through.
Really looking to do something that's simple here, Peter, but it has to be effective.
How exactly can they do that?
Well, they're tucking their fullbacks into midfield to enable their more talented personnel to push forward.
Kovacic. Pedro Neto. And he will... Can he finish? That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
They've played it short. And it's Cucurella. Fernandez. Lovely bit of skill. Foden tries to clear. Palmer. Pedro Neto! Great effort, but no way through. Foden. Stones goes forward. Haaland is flagged offside. Back into the middle. It's a goal kick. Stones forwards and with intent. Foden. Stones. And it's played forward. Bernardo Silva. Savinho. Lovely feet. Played into the middle. Tries to get it clear.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Savinho clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Garnacho. Garnacho, now he's off and running. Garnacho providing an outlet on that flank. Stones. Foden. Aim forwards. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And here's Kovacic. Foden. Oh, good spread. He can get that clear. It's gone for a throw-in. Aimed in towards the centre. Fernandez getting this one clear. Cucurella. Colwell gently done. It's just beyond his reach. Kovacic. Haaland. And here's Savinho. Savinho. It's out for a goal kick. Now it's Garnacho. Cucurella. Garnacho picks it up out wide. And cuts out the supply. Kovacic. Stones. Lewis. Foden. Lewis, nicely aimed pass. Fernandez. James. Pedro Neto. He is through here. Fernandez does really well to win the ball there. James. Moved on forwards. Pedro Neto proves just a little bit too strong. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Pedro Neto. He is just caressing the ball. And it's Palmer. Could be... And again! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, to be honest, he shouldn't have spilled that in the first place, but he recovered it really quickly, so no harm done.
Stones. And it's played forward. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Palmer. Pedro Neto. Over to the left. Garnacho played out to the left flank. He's there to get rid. And he thumps it clear. Pedro Neto, gently done. Garnacho! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Look, they seem set on a tactic that's not really yielding any results. You'd imagine they're targeting a weakness, but they look a weakness themselves.
Stones forwards and with intent. Now it's Foden. And it's Lewis. Pressing's intense and it's paid off. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Tries a deft little ball. He's free, he has got space. Fernandez. Played out to the right. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Stones aim forwards. Foden. And here's Haaland. Fernandez. That's really well manoeuvred. And the counter is on. Garnacho looking to get on the end of this. Oh, smashing header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, he certainly got to the ball well enough, but the rest didn't quite come off for him.
Stones shifted upfield. Foden. Bernardo Silva. Glory. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Pedro Neto tries making a foray down the right. Pedro Neto. Fernandez. James, and that's aimed into the middle. Savinho, and here's the chance to counter. Clipped into space. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Palmer. Fernandez.
João Pedro really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Lobbed in behind. Colwell with the clearance. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Can he get onto this? Ruben Dias makes the interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And here's Haaland. Out to the right. Foden. He's having a shot! And it's been taken short. Deep cross. Well read. And the danger is averted. Ruben Dias. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? And here's Haaland. Haaland! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Bernardo Silva plays it short. Lofted in. Up he goes! And the header is disappointing in the end.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Fernandez. Palmer. Colwell, aim forwards. Cucurella. Pinged towards the front line. Succumbs to the pressure. Foden looking to run onto it. Kovacic. And he's there to get it away. And reclaimed it in a trice. Stones gently done. Lewis drives it in. Danger averted for now. Bernardo Silva. Well, that was nowhere near his best. Cucurella. Garnacho. Caicedo. Moved on forwards. Lewis gets over and intercepts. Out towards the flank. He's got away. Cross goes in there. And now the breakaway. Played through for the wide man. And he has been fouled there. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Garnacho. Muscular approach does pay off here. Kovacic is the guilty party there. A real chance and a real let-off. Foden. Kovacic given the lift of his goal. Here's Foden. Hit into the middle. Caicedo forwards and with intent. Stones. Foden. That's good play. Can he deliver? Oh, they could be caught out here. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Kovacic. Stones. Rory. Kovacic chasing after it. Caicedo has been caught there, it's a foul. It's Caicedo. Caicedo spread out to the left. It's well blocked and back out it comes. Over to the left. Palmer. Fernandez. Now it's João Pedro. James. Now it's Pedro Neto. Palmer.
Really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Now it's Haaland. Haaland. Oh, Red, nice interception. Now it's Savinho. Oh, he's found support out wide. Out for a throw. Kovacic. Oh, not quite. Cucurella. Garnacho. Cucurella. Colwill. And it's played forward. Out to the left it goes. Cucurella looking to hit the byline here. Half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And we're underway again. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. And here's Kovacic. There are a few waiting for it. Chance, surely! It's really well cleared. He's in a great position here. That's good defending, very good defending. It's gone out for a throw-in. Cucurella. Colwill. Palmer. That's really well manoeuvred. Pedro Neto. That's an imaginative pass. Pedro Neto is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Fernandez. And it's Fernandez. Nicely intercepted. Foden. Now it's Haaland. Savinho. Great defending, strong and determined. James. And it's James. And here's Neto. Now it's Palmer. Fernandez. Palmer. Oh, good ball! The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Over to the left. Now that's well seen too. Colwill. Chalobah. Colwill. Chalobah. Fernandez. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Stones. Stones played out towards the right wing. James. Fernandez. Palmer have it back and can go again. Ruben Dias. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Now it's Pedro Neto. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Rodri forwards and with intent. He's offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
That has been cut short. Chalobah. Palmer. James. Pedro Neto. Now it's Pedro Neto. James. It's a good run down the right. Rodri. Palmer. James. Now it's Pedro Neto. Chance! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Bino Gittins brilliantly anticipated the delivery, and he'll be annoyed it didn't lead to more.
Ignori. Savinho. Ignori. Aim forwards. Cucurella. Caicedo. Colwell. Palmer. James, gently done. And it's Fernandez. Now it's João Pedro. That's a nicely weighted pass. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Palmer. There's the shot!
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Kovacic. Lewis. Foden. Bernardo Silva. Oh, super find. Oh, what a... Tries a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Kovacic goes short. And it's Kovacic. Rodri. Fernandez. Well, they could break here. João Pedro. Oh, nicely intercepted. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. They've got rid. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Deflected behind for a corner kick. Deftly away. Foden proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And he's managed to get free. Moved on forwards. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Pedro Neto thinks one through. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Fernandez with the short one. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Oh, that's nice. No, that's not going to find its target. What's the throw? Ruben Dias. Foden. Kovacic. Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. Chalobah gets it away. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva played out to the left flank. Serves up across. Here comes the corner. Tries to get it clear. That is lovely. That pass has been well intercepted. And here's Haaland. Shapes to shoot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Bino Gittins. Cucurella. Palmer. Colwell shifted upfield. Bernardo Silva. And it's played forward. And here's Savinho. Foden! Well, the ball's come loose here. Haaland. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. It's Bernardo Silva.
Kovacic really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
That's clear cut, it's a free kick. Defending of the desperate variety. Foden absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Up towards the front line. Chalobah. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Played into space out wide. Caught offside that time. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Chalobah. James, shifted upfield. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto hurtling down that right flank. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance. Savinho in acres of space out wide. Nice interception, well timed. Oh, shooting chance!
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
Pedro Neto looking to get on the end of this.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And it's a corner. Rodri opts to play it back. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo gets his head on it! It's a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Pedro Neto. Oh, it's played into the area. Foden. Haaland. Savinho. Oh, good spread. Foden. Could be danger here. Looking for a decent ball in. Foden plays it in. Pedro Neto. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Savinho. Savinho. Palmer. Ah, looking to break at pace. And it's Caicedo. And here's Neto. James crosses. Keeper's dealt with that. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Donnarumma sends that a long way. Played out to the right. Haaland. Nouri. And here's Savinho. James getting this one clear. Savinho. Nouri. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Out to the right, Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto looking to run onto it. Ah, such a clever touch. Real chance! And it's been taken short. A chance to play it in. Oh, sweet feet. A header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Nouri. Proves too strong. So what can they make of this? And it's Fernandes. Fernandes climbs up big! Palmer, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
That's really well manoeuvred. Palmer. João Pedro. Caicedo. Takes a shot! Kovacic. Can he latch on to this? Foden. Nice control. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. It's a mighty effort! Caicedo gets it clear. That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, if you give him something to attack in the air, he's most likely to get there. It's what he does best.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Fernandes. Savinho forwards and with intent. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Kovacic. Rodri.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Palmer spread out to the left. Bino Gittins with the cross.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
And here's Haaland. Oh, that is... It's Kovacic! And the ball's come loose here. Foden. And it's Bernardo Silva. Real chance here. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Kovacic. This might... Chance! Pedro Neto. He has found the way through, and he's picked out the run. He's in a big chance! Oh, should have put that away.
That's more like it. They have to force the issue, and that's the way to do it.
Played into space. That's very neat. And the finish! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Haaland really must be wondering how he hasn't put them through up. It was a very, very decent chance.
Fernandes. James, aim forwards. And it's Palmer. João Pedro.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
And here's Neto. Palmer, and he's gone back. Shoots! This time, surely! Kovacic gently done. Kovacic. And here's Haaland. And he takes the shot! And that would have been game, set and match. Rodri wins the duel this time. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's found a way through. By no Gittins. Decent chance! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
It's an untidy challenge, free kick given. For the shot! Oh no, that could be a costly miss. And claimed it back swiftly. And it's Caicedo. Played into the middle.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
That's a cute ball. Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Stones forwards and with intent. Nuri. That's really well manoeuvred. Bernardo Silva. Out to the left it goes. Ball driven towards the far post. The changes then in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
And the shot! And somehow he managed to miss it. Got a throw in. Foden, very nicely done. There will be a throw-in, so there's going to be another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Guardiol. Now here's the delivery. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Caicedo. By no Gittins. And it's Cucurella. By no Gittins. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, some of the players here are letting their emotions get the better of them. They do have to be careful. This must not be inflamed any further.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Foden. Guardiol. Into the last 5 minutes. Fernandes. Caicedo. Calmly anticipates. And it's played forward. Played back in. And here's Mudryk. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. João Pedro. And the shot! Well, it was a nice setup, but not so good beyond that.
Well, that's how you penetrate the numbers, with very shrewd movement and passing precision, and all done at pace.
Stones clears it away. Bernardo Silva. That is a great pick out. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Mudryk. Now it's João Pedro. And it's Caicedo. By no Gittins. That's going to go a long way. And that's been won straight back. Caicedo. And they can counter here, and he's lost his man here. Now then, the ball's come loose.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Savinho. Now that's well seen too. And it's James. Could have here their final chance. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Fernandes plays it short. Bernardo Silva. Ooh, delicate chip through. Well read, nice interception. Moved on forwards. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Cucurella. Over to the left. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. João Pedro. It's a threatening ball. Caicedo does really well to win the ball there. Kovacic. Savinho. Bernardo Silva. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. And it's Fernandes. James, showing good feet, time to deliver. Shot a goal! Savinho. That's going to slip through. That's an excellent interception. Cucurella. So that's it. It is all over. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
It's a poor result.